This is your next public advocate, and I want to talk about something. It's called gentrification. So here we have a 23-story, it's called the Dime building or the Dime complex. It takes up the whole entire block. It goes all the way there, except, you know, there's an old building there. It's 30% supposedly affordable housing, but we know what these affordable housing measures are. It says, oh, you have to make under $90,000 a year to live here. If you make over that, you gotta go. So if you get a raise or another job or, you know, excel at life and do better for yourself, you gotta go. They'll evict you. But, you know, those restrictions, I guess, are in place and they're good. And the rent still extracts, you know, 2/3 of your leftover income after they get you on taxes. It does. But gentrification is a really, really big deal in New York. So they build these huge complexes where these rich real estate developers make gobbles and gobbles of money. And, you know, gentrification is happening. But there is one defense, one huge defense to gentrification. And it's this. It's this. Now, one can argue this is a huge, you know, luxury home in Williamsburg. You know, the owner probably, you know, isn't poor. He's probably not on Section 8 or public assistance. So he's an owner, and he actually owns. And they offered them $5 million. $5 million for both houses. They said, you know what? Pound sand. We're not going anywhere. We're not moving. We are not moving. This right here, ownership. Ownership right here. Ownership is the number one thing, ownership, that can fight the atrocities of these big giant real estate developers coming in, changing our neighborhoods, changing the way that the poor people have to live and look at rent in these affordable housing units where they never have a chance to own. Ownership is the most terrifying thing to de Blasio and the real estate elites. Ownership.